From last place to podium, Lena's true competition comeback. Stop here for a real story, not a montage. 14 months ago, Lena finished dead last in a community fitness event. A charity 5K she entered on a dare. She cramped at mile 2, walked the last stretch, and waved away the finisher banana because her stomach churned. At home, she hid the bib in a drawer and told friends it was no big deal. But the quiet truth was heavier than any trophy. She couldn't climb 2 flights of stairs without pausing. That night, she wrote one line on an index card. Training to be strong and steady, so I can run with my nephew and carry groceries up the stairs without fear. Under it, a second line. No drama, only evidence. She taped the card to her bathroom mirror and opened her calendar. Not a new app. 3 45-minute sessions a week. 2 Zone 2 walks. 1 short interval day if her knees felt good. She texted a friend to be her attendance buddy and put a water bottle on her desk as a visual contract with herself. Day 1 wasn't heroic. 10 minutes of incline, walking to warm up, then goblet squats, countertop push-ups, 1-arm rows, a suitcase carried down the hallway, and a 45-second plank. She filmed 1 set, cringed at her rounded back, and fixed it with 2 cues: ribs down, hips back. She ended every set with 2 reps in reserve and wrote, "Showed up, not perfect, proud." The scale didn't clap, but her posture did. She chose a 3-day full-body split that hit the big patterns: squat, hinge, push, pull, carry, core. Then added a simple progression ladder. Week 1, 3-8, Week 2, 3-9, Week 3, 3x10, Week 4 add the smallest plate and restart. For cardio, 2 conversational Zone 2 sessions built an engine without frying her joints. Once a week, she sprinkled in 8 20-second bike sprints with long, easy recoveries. She took baseline photos in the same light, measured her waist at the navel, timed a 1-mile walk, and wrote the numbers without judgment. Data, not drama. Nutrition used to be her sabotage, so she replaced perfection with a rhythm she could repeat on bad days. Calories started at body weight times 12 for fat loss. Protein at 0.8, 1.0 gram per pound of goal body weight, spread over 3 to 4 meals. Plates looked like this: half colorful produce, a palm of lean protein, a cupped hand of fiber-rich carbs, a thumb of healthy fats. Breakfast was 0% Greek yogurt with a scoop of whey and berries. Lunch became pre-cooked chicken microwave rice, bagged salad, olive oil, lemon. Dinners rotated salmon with potatoes and broccoli turkey chili with beans and rice, and a 1-pan stir-fry on late nights. She drank 2 liters of water by noon, and more by dinner, added a pinch of salt after sweaty sessions, and used a bridge snack when cravings hit. Yogurt, berries, 10 dark chocolate chips, so the sweet tooth stopped steering the car. Weekends stopped being a black hole. She planned 1 higher-calorie meal inside the weekly budget and moved on without guilt. Sleep turned everything up without adding intensity. She darkened her room, cooled the air, parked her phone in the kitchen, read 10 pages before lights out, and walked in morning light when possible. A 5-minute mobility loop, couch stretch, thoracic opener over a rolled towel, ankle rocks, world's greatest stretch, unwound desk hips and tight shoulders. Between meetings she breathed. Inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 6. Training stopped feeling like punishment and started feeling like practice. Sets got crisper. Resting heart rate dipped. She printed a tiny grid and checked 4 boxes daily. Training or walk. Protein target, steps. Sleep. Visible wins beat invisible intentions. 2 weeks in, the scale barely budged, but the tape didn't lie. Minus an inch at the waist. Plus 4 push-ups. 1 minute off her mile walk. She didn't celebrate with a binge. She celebrated by circling the next 3 sessions. At week 8, her friend said, "Let's race the same 5K in spring. Redemption arc?" Lena panicked, then smiled. She registered before. Doubt grew teeth and added 1. Long zone 2. Each week, 30 to 40 minutes at a pace where she could talk in full sentences. She kept lifting heavy enough to respect the iron, but not so heavy she wrecked her knees. When her right patellar tendon grumbled, she swapped barbell back squats for goblets, and front squats, paused at the bottom for control, and used a safety bar at the gym when available. She learned that ego lifting is just heavy skipping. She also wrote 3 identity lines on another sticky note. "I train even on busy days. I choose protein at every meal. I never miss twice." On chaotic weeks, the identity saved the streak. 10 focused minutes. Goblet squats, push-ups, rows, a plank, repeat. Done in the living room while pasta boiled. Box checked, momentum alive. Spring arrived. Race day was cool and kind. Lena started at conversational pace, shoulders relaxed, cadence steady. At mile 2, the old voice said, "Walk. You always walk here." She didn't bargain with it. She breathed, kept her posture tall, and let a steady song set her beat. She crossed the line without cramps, 22 minutes faster than last year. No fireworks, no medal selfie. Just a deep exhale and a quiet smile that believed itself. In the car she wrote, "The body trusts the plan that you repeat." That night she did something braver than registering for a 5K. She registered for a novice powerlifting meet 6 months away. The goal wasn't to be the strongest in the room. It was to demonstrate clean lifts under commands and leave with numbers that proved the system worked. New target, same rules. 2 reps in reserve most days. Progressive overload. Technical precision. Sleep like it pays the bills. Protein like it builds the bills. Powerlifting prep changed the rhythm but not the philosophy. She moved to a 4-day upper-lower hybrid. Day 1 lower, squat emphasis. Day 2 upper, press emphasis. Day 3 lower, hinge emphasis. Day 4 upper, pull emphasis. She kept 1 zone 2 and 1 short sprint session for heart health and recovery. Her cues got tighter. Tripod foot, ribs stacked. Squeeze oranges in your armpits. Elbows under the bar. Lats locked. Bar path straight. She practiced commands out loud. Squat, rack, start, press, down. So meet day wouldn't feel foreign. Every 4th week she pulled back volume for a mini deload. When grip failed on heavy deadlifts, she trained holds with farmer carries and added chalk instead of excuses. When bench stalled, she added paused reps at the chest and refined leg drive. She filmed, critiqued, and corrected. Strength climbed in tidy steps, not leaps. 5 pounds here, a rep there, a cleaner lockout everywhere. Then came a bad week that would have ended past attempts. A bout of the flu, 2 missed sessions, appetite gone, motivation nil. Old Lena would have scrapped the plan. New Lena shrank it. She walked outdoors for 15 minutes, stretched, slept, and returned to the gym with 20% less volume the next week. No guilt, just patience. She reminded herself that recovery is training. She tightened weekends again, planned the higher calorie meal, hit protein, drank water, went to bed. 2 weeks later, she tested a mock meet at the gym. Squat single at 8 out of 10 effort, bench single at 8, deadlift single at 8. Numbers were humble, but honest. The victory wasn't the kilos. It was composure. Her friends clapped like she'd won nationals. She laughed, shook out the jitters, and circled meet day in red. Meet day smelled like chalk and nerves. Flight B, platform 3. Warm-ups felt like moving meditation. Empty bar, then small jumps. Squat opener conservative, easy triple in the warm-up room. Then to the platform. Squat. Down under control, up with speed, 3 white lights. Second attempt added 5 kilos, still clean. Third attempt was ambitious but legal. 1 red for depth, 2 whites, good lift. Bench opened with the most certain rep she owned. She paused long enough to read a sentence on her chest, then pressed. Second bench was smooth, third stalled halfway, but she held shape, pressed through, and learned more from that grind than any easy rep. Deadlift felt like a handshake with gravity. Opener, crisp. Second, heavy but honest. Third, PR by 2.5 kilos, bar close. Hips through, down on command. A ridiculous grin under chalk-striped cheeks. She checked the board and saw her name in third for her novice flight. Not everyone cared, she did. The podium wasn't the metal step. It was the arc from last to lasting. After the meet, she did something champions actually do. She wrote a simple debrief. What worked? Consistent training windows, sleep routine, protein anchor, respectful progressions. What to improve? Earlier taper on bench, more upper back volume, steadier hydration on travel days. She set the next goal. A charity 10K in 8 weeks to keep her engine honest. Then a second meet in 12 months with a 5 kilo total increase. She kept her 4-day split, trimmed junk volume, bumped pulls, and protected bedtime like rent. She didn't chase soreness as proof. She chased technical excellence and a life that lifted outside the gym, carry all groceries in one trip, take stairs without bargaining, run a mile with her nephew for fun. She taught him never miss twice, and he repeated it like a spell. Here's the blueprint her story hands you now. You don't need Lena's timeline or her podium. You need her system. Write a why that moves you. Circle 3 training windows and guard them like meetings with your future self. Choose a simple split that hits squat, hinge, push, pull, carry, and core. Progress 1 small variable weekly. Layer in 2 Zone 2 sessions and 1 brief sprint day. Build boring, beautiful plates that deliver protein without drama. Sleep like strength depends on it, because it does. Log honestly every 14 days and adjust 1 lever at a time. When life gets loud, shrink the plan, don't scrap it. Practice commands if you plan to compete. Rehearse your warm-ups and pick openers you could hit on your worst day. Confidence is a conservative first attempt multiplied by 1,000 quiet reps. If you're still reading, you're already different from who you were an hour ago. The bib in your drawer doesn't define you. The calendar on your wall will. The chalk on your hands will wash off. The calm you build won't. You don't have to chase validation to earn transformation. Pick your event, a local 5K, a novice meet, a community throwdown, and register before doubt drafts a speech. Tape your why where you brush your teeth. Lay out your shoes tonight. Fill your bottle. When the voice says later, answer now. When a day collapses, take the win that's still available. A walk, a plank, a protein-anchored dinner, an early bedtime. Repeat that kind of stubborn, and one morning you'll look up at a scoreboard, on a street, on a platform, or inside your own head, and realize the podium was never a place. It was a person you built, rep by honest rep.
Keep pushing your limits. Wardline. Subscribe for more powerful ideas.